Circus Day at Merryvale by Hale Burnett. Chapter 2. Toad Sells a Rabbit. The next day was fair, and Toad was up early, as there were a number of things he had to do before 9 o'clock. Herbie White, one of his friends, had promised to buy one of Toad's rabbits for 25 cents. He had been told by Toad what a fine rabbit it was, but not a word had been said about what trouble it was to feed and take care of. Herbie said the day before that his uncle was coming to visit them and would be sure to give him a quarter, which he would give Toad for the rabbit. Toad thought that if he could get into the circus for nothing, he would have all of that 25 cents for candy, popcorn, the nice sticky kind, and pink lemonade. So while he sat on the fence waiting for Herbie, his thoughts were very pleasant ones. When I get to be a man, guess I'll travel with the circus as a popcorn and peanut man, and when I feel like it, I'll be a clown, and... But just here, Herbie came into view carrying a box in his arms, and at the sight of him, Toad gave a happy cry, for surely Herbie would not be carrying a box unless it was to put a rabbit in. "Oh, you, Herbie, going to buy him?" shouted Toad, jumping off the fence. "Yes," answered Herbie. "Didn't I tell you my uncle always gives me a quarter when he comes to see us?" "Going to the circus, Herbie?" asked Toad. "Circus? Where? When?" cried Herbie. "I didn't know there was going to be a circus. Guess I'd better keep this money for a ticket then." Toad's heart sank. Why had he spoken of the circus until he sold the rabbit and that quarter was safely in his pocket? "Don't know that I'm crazy to go myself," said Toad. "It's always the same old thing. The parade is the best part of it anyway, and that's free to all. And then, too, the show is over in such a little while, and rabbits last. Maybe I'm foolish to sell that rabbit," and Toad looked very thoughtful. Herbie knew that what Toad said was partly true. The circus wouldn't last very long, and he could watch the parade. The boys would tell him all about the show. Perhaps his mother would give him money to go anyway. Herbie thought he would take the chance. He had been pretty good lately, and he would be sure to wash for luncheon and not fail to say please and thank you. Yes, he would buy the rabbit. "All right, Toad, I'll take the white one." In a few minutes the boys had reached the barn, and soon the box held the little white rabbit. They were both happy with the bargain. Toad then skipped down the road to meet Reddy, whose voice he could hear from the yard of his home, calling, "Here, chick, chick, chick." As he heard Toad shout, he replied, "All right, I'm coming. I was just feeding the chickens."